that have helped us learn our status. So, shouts out Sir Said and Miss Christine. We went over there, and we're going to know our results in just a moment. So, if you follow us on live, you can go back and see how easy it is. But back to Candy. So, the Candy Shop is a salon, right?
Right.
It's not somewhere you can come buy Snickers and candy.
Okay. I have to tell kids that all the time.
You got candy?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
When you come get your hair done, I got a lollipop for you. So, tell me who you are and why an event to give a girl what she wants is important to you.
Okay. Well, I'm Candace. I'm from Birmingham. I went to Jackson Nolan High School.
J.O.
And I graduated from Alabama A&M University.
Bulldog.
Okay. But I've always done hair. I really love doing hair. I've been doing hair since I was 15. Mm-hmm. And I have always been girl. I have always been girl power. All about getting together, uniting, because you know it's so much we always fighting against each other,
right,
and all that. So I wanted to do an event that, I'm be honest, the first thing came out, I need some clients.
Okay.
So let me,
got to be honest.
I give me some clients since I just moved back from Texas, but it started kind of snowballing when I was like, okay, well, I can bring in some friends that will. They can help network as well. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, let's just make this whole event, get all my girls, all people I know that's business, entrepreneurs, starting business, wanting to start business, and let's just put them all in one space, in a pretty, beautiful, girly space, get some food, get some drinks, and let's just talk about that. And let's empower each other.
So you have Miss Alicia with you. Alicia.
What's up, Woo?
What's up? So welcome to the studio as well.
Thank you.
And you're partnering with Candace on this event.
Right. My name is Alicia Gresham, Alicia G, the Natural Hair Slayer from the Natural Rising Lounge. Oh. And I've been in Birmingham all my life. Graduated from Jackson Nolan, J.O., Alabama A&M Bulldog.
So y'all just been tight.
Yeah.
So what role are you playing in the event?
Well, I'm going to be one of the stylists there also. And I'm going to speak also about trying to balance of being a mom, a wife, and a business owner.
Okay. So it's a lot about business. It's a lot about empowerment. And the proceeds from this event are to benefit the Aletheia House.
Yes.
So what like, who has an event and says, I'm going to give this money away? The Candy Shop. Like, really?
I've done it before.
Okay.
I had 4 years ago, I did a hair show called the New School Hair Show, where I wanted to display some hairstylists that's been in the game less than 5 years. Mm-hmm. And I used MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, because my baby brother was hit head on by a drunk driver.
Wow, okay.
And it was a crazy situation, but God be the glory. He is fine now. He's walking. He got a little shout out TJ. I love you, baby brother. But he was hit head on by a guy who driving a big truck, and beer cans was all in the truck. Yeah. And so I decided to do that event and donate some of the proceeds to that as well. Because this is something I like to do, but I always want to give back as well.
So if someone wants to attend the event, how can they get in touch with you or get tickets and access?
You can go on Eventbrite and look up the event What a Girl Wants. That's where you purchase your tickets. You can follow me on Facebook, on the Candy Shop, Instagram, at Styles by Candy J, and all the information is on there. We're gonna have stylists and makeup artists there to do, styles, quick styles. We're gonna charge like $10 to $5 for services. That's gonna be money that we're gonna donate to Aletheia House, ticket sales. Anything that don't pay the bills, I'm donating it. Okay. Like, I'm not trying to pocket it. I really want to my goal is to raise $5,000 for you guys. Yeah. That's my goal. And I really feel like we can do that.
So do you have any type of connection to a program like Aletheia House, or have you ever been in a situation that makes you passionate about this type of work? I mean, you do hair, so I know you hear stories all the time. You see different people going through different things. But what's your story? Alicia, what's your story? Like, I want to hear what makes you say, yeah, we're going to go with the Aletheia House.
Well, like I said, I can go all over. We do a story back in the day, 2000. But, like, it was at a point in my life, 2000, I can tell you, 2007, graduated from college. Everything's going to be great. I'm going to get a great job. I'm going to do this. No.
Yeah.
Evictions, heartbreaks, no money, no, like a lot of things going on in my life. The only thing I could tell you what was good was I was in beauty school then.
Okay.
And church. Those are the only two things that was going good in my life. A lot of people, oh, sorry, mama. It was some things that I dealt with substance abuse because I was going through so much. Pills.
Yeah.
Marijuana. Sorry, Dad.
This is
literally, I can honestly tell you when you're going through something and you don't have any structure. Like I grew up in church and I love the Lord. I know I can pray for him, but I did not see him in sight through this period.
So you can kind of relate to where a lot of people are right now,
right?
And it makes you want to help and give back,
right? And how I got over it.
I get it.
And that's why I wanted to get the shot.
Yeah, and another thing, when you have clients and you don't know what they going through, you their counselor, and some of my clients share with me, their ups and downs, and then sometimes you can relate, like me being a single mom for so long, and headstrong, want to do it your own, don't want to go to nobody, don't want to go to your parents, don't want to go to your family, but when your stuff out on the street and you looking from left to right, and like you said, grew up in the church, know God, but nowhere in sight, depression come about, so shout out to the Aletheia House. We're gonna try to make this thing happen for you.
Yeah. This is absolutely amazing. So the Aletheia House is in the building along with other special guests. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves as they speak. So just hearing about and receiving the invitation to be gifted by this event, how, what does that say to you all about the work that you're doing?
Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany Jackson. I am the HIV Services Coordinator at Aletheia House. And so a little bit about what I do. We provide HIV education and testing in the community and linkage to care. And so in whatever other case management needs that any of our clients may have, whether it be housing, employment, transportation. It was really, great to hear that people think so highly of Aletheia House because we are doing a lot of work. We do reach out to a lot of people, helping them with whatever needs that they have, women, children, and men. And so I just am very grateful that Candace chose us out of all of the organizations that she could have reached out to. It was just very, very heartfelt, and we appreciate it. So we're going to do whatever we need to do to support this event.
Wonderful. So tell us, you have some things here, and you have a lot of things that you could talk about. What is something really important that needs to be discussed tonight? Because you got your crew too.
Yeah, we do.
So it must be something serious that we can talk about that's vital that needs to be put out tonight.
Okay, and I'll let Jessica introduce herself, and then she'll tell you a little bit what she do at Aletheia House and how we reach out to a different population other than just women and men.
Well, let me hear about it. We've heard about it before, but I think it's time for an update.
It is. My name is Jessica Rogers. I work as the Community Wellness Coordinator with Aletheia House. And so basically I work with the youth, children between the ages of 6 to 18. And what we're doing is we're focusing on substance abuse prevention. And so what we try to do is prevent these kids from getting involved with drugs and alcohol. So typically what we do is right now we have about 15 counties that we service across the state of Alabama. We go into specific schools. We teach them from a drug curriculum. We also have an after-school mentorship program as well. And then the last thing that we do in the communities that we serve is we offer a free summer camp to kids between the ages of 6 to 13. Parents don't have to pay anything. We provide free lunch. We provide free morning and afternoon snacks. The field trips are usually free, or if they're not free, they're at a very low cost. So that's a little bit about what we do as well.
That's wonderful. Is the camp over?
This Friday will be the last week for summer camp. We usually will
take somebody for a week.
They can come for a week.
Sounds good.
And we'll be in the building.
Yeah, we can do that. So you all are doing a lot of great things. Teens Who Care.
Yes.
So are they still working?
They are still working. My babies are still going strong. It's amazing to see the program actually extend across the state of Alabama, which is really great. So it speaks to the work that they're doing in their communities. But basically with that program, they're working really close with community stakeholders to change some of the laws and the policies that are in place that encourage underage drinking and substance abuse.
That's wonderful. So instead of saying, man, give us a drink, they're saying, no, we don't want those. We're not ready for those yet.
Right.
That's what's up. And we've seen these young people in action with us in the studio and at different events that they've done. They are dynamic and should be applauded. They are vital in the community. So what else is happening as far as healthcare and HIV and STDs? Because, I mean, we've talked about Michael Vick. Y'all remember his situation?
Yeah.
What was his situation?
The same one as us.
His situation is that a lady, said that she contracted herpes from him, and basically he went and got tested himself, and he tried to go under the name of Ron Mexico.
Wow.
And basically,
That name doesn't. That's not okay.
no, basically you go under this alias, and everybody looks, oh, that's Michael Vick. That's they see your face, but he signed in under, that was his alias.
Okay, and then we just talked about Usher, and that's the same situation with him. So this is a thing. What?
So did his person get $1.1 million too? No. Oh well.
All right, and there's so many people that aren't getting $1.1 million. There's a lot of people that are just getting the diseases and having to deal with it. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Good evening, everyone. I am Shyla Campbell. I am the HIV coordinator for Public Health Area 4, which is Jefferson County.
All right. So what does that job entail?
My job, primarily I do linkage for newly diagnosed HIV individuals for the county. I also link newly diagnosed patients to the 1917 clinic, UAB.
So you're working, and I'm sure that this work keeps you busy.
Yes.
So what are some things that you're seeing happen? I know we're talking about women and what a girl wants, and we talked about what a girl is getting because of what's happening, what guys are getting because of what's happening. What are you seeing?
Primarily what I have been seeing are our youth. Of course, everyone knows that African Americans are disproportionately affected for newly diagnosis of HIV, especially within the range of 14 to 29 or 14 to 24. It all depends on which county you're in. But in Jefferson County, there is a high prevalence of newly infected individuals, and it is affecting people who look like us in this room.
Okay. So when you talk about prevention and intervention and things like that, what do you think is not connecting?
That is a great question. I think the biggest thing is this. This is a source of community where it's different people talking about vital issues.
Okay.
Plug. But just really having an honest and open conversation about what is affecting us as a community, as well as what we could do to prevent those things. And I think there have been several people or several parents to come up to me and say, hey, can you do a one-on-one with my kid? And I think where that's a positive, where they want to be proactive and have open and honest conversations with their kids about comprehensive sexual health. The scary thing is there are a lot of parents who don't want to have those conversations one-on-one with their own kids, and we already don't have a comprehensive health or sexual health program within, I'm going to say, Birmingham school system. I can only speak of that. I think it's important to have that, and if not, then don't get pregnant be your only topic of conversation.
Right. Vital information there. So learning how to have the conversation. So if this is an open forum and it may be easy for you to turn the radio on real loud and just like walk around and act like it's not happening. It can happen that way. So when it comes to stats and numbers, like that makes it real for people when they hear that 1 in every so many people have or live with. What are some numbers?
I can give you those numbers, and I'm going to be reading because I believe in literature, and reading is fundamental.
It is. Give you a ding.
Some of the statistics I received from YouServe, and they're going to say 2014, but the gauge between 14 and 2017 is going to be just about the same. So it says that the number of people living with diagnosis of HIV in 2014 was about 12,439. And let me go back. AIDS View is where I'm getting this information from, and it's just a website of where you can really get the statistics on HIV. narrowing it all the way down to the city. So that's a good link to go to. You can get it on your app, or you can get it on your phone or wherever else.
Okay.
It also says the rate of people living with the diagnosis, it's about per 100,000, it's about 306. 72% of people living with the diagnosis of HIV in 2014 are men, and 28% are women. 64% of people living with the diagnosis of 2014 are Black, 3% are Hispanic and Latino, and 28% are white. Now, going into information from the CDC, the biggest thing for me, it says the HIV rate in Birmingham is 1 person in every 200. Now, you may think, oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But then when you narrow it down, you go to schools, especially when you go to middle schools and high schools, how many kids are within that realm? And then we go back to the conversation of who are being affected as far as newly diagnosed, and it's 13 to 29. So you look at the number of individuals who are in colleges, you look at the number of individuals who are in high schools, and that number narrows it down. There's going to be 1 in 200. And then when you don't have the conversation of comprehensive sexual health, and not talking about what my body is and how I cannot transmit from one person to another sexually, that 1 in 200 within a middle school, high school, or college can be very detrimental to a community.
Absolutely, it can. So just thinking about like what's happening in the news, what's vital right now, what people are talking about. There are a lot of conversations about basically all of the services that all of you offer. There's a lot of stuff about women's empowerment. So that's what makes this conversation vital. Like, you're doing this event to basically support the efforts of people doing the work to help people be empowered.
Right.
When you think about the conversations that people aren't having, but are having to get them to having sex, to get them to having issues, like, what are we not saying, Vital? And why is it a fear of knowing, a fear of growing, a fear of like having these types of conversations?
I mean, you're talking about something that you got from having, the best few minutes of your life going to causing your death, or possibly causing your death. So that's a very, I get tested when I go through my checkup once a year, and I'm married, and I'm still nervous. I have that, those 2-3 days you're waiting for the lab results to get back. My stomach be bubbling. So it's a scary situation, because and one thing that I hope that she can ponder on, what after someone has been diagnosed, what psychological or care do you give to help them deal with, hey, I got something that I can die from now. So.
Yeah, although you can die from almost everything, but we should talk about that. Talking about how you, how that goes and the fear of it, because this is something that you do every day. The Aletheia House is involved in HIV prevention, and then Jessica works with the teens who need to hear. They care, so we care about them. We want them to know. How does all that go together?
It goes together really strong. That's a great question. As far as diagnosis, a part of my job is diagnosing patients. It's not an everyday, thank God, it's not an everyday circumstance, but it's testing, and then it's post-test counseling. And the main thing is just allowing that person to ingest what the information they just heard, and then after that, giving them the message that HIV is life-altering, but it's not life-ending. So just like you have to take medication for diabetes, like you have to take medication for high blood pressure, just like you have to take medication for any type of illness, you have to do the same thing with HIV. And yes, it is something that you have to deal with or think about on a daily basis. It is also, you can still suppress your virus, which will allow you to live the best life that you're supposed to live.
That's good news. Candice and the Candy Shop, and Alicia. What's the name of your salon again?
The Natural Horizon Lounge.
The Natural Horizon Lounge. You have to say it like that.
The Natural Horizon Lounge.
Yeah. So, will this type of information be disseminated at the event?
Yes, I'm hoping, because Alethia's House going to have a table, and they're going to have all the literature and everything, because I really want people to understand and know what Alethea is. And yeah, this is a lot.
It's a lot. what about the conversations and the testing and stuff like that? Can women come out and say, look, I may want to do that? You thinking about that?
Would you guys? I would love for them to be able to do that. Would you guys do that, or is that too much to ask? You know, I would love for that.
So, so we're currently still working on that.
Okay.
Working on getting the staff prepared, and so. But I guess one of the things, if we're not there to offer it, we can definitely tell you how to access that information.
What's the contact information? The general contact information for the Aletheia House?
We can be reached at 324, and that's area code 205. So that's 205-324-6502. And you can just ask for me, Tiffany Jackson, and they'll get you to me. And then whatever services that you need in reference to HIV, testing, education, I'll definitely make sure that happens.
Okay, and then Ms. Shyla, you come in where with that? Like, what's your connection, and then how do they reach you?
Honestly, you don't want to hear from me.
Okay.
Right. We diagnosis.
Oh yeah.
That number come up with call ID.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so but we're like what?
Because all I was gonna say was that she's the person that's gonna get you care.
Right.
So after you've been diagnosed.
Yeah.
So hopefully I don't have to go see her.
Silly. No, I also provide prevention and education anywhere. So
Gotcha.
I go to high schools, churches.
I met you at a block party.
Yeah, we were outside in the heat. I go anywhere. As long as there is a space for education, I'm there. So actually, you can get in contact with me. And I will then put you in best contact with the prevention services that are needed. And that number is 205-975-0405.
All right, tickets to the event, information about the event. How can they find that? Because I'm sure some women now are like, yeah, I want to go.
Yes, like I said, you can go purchase your tickets on Eventbrite. Look up what a girl wants. The tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. And it's going to be at the Regents Harvest Center, 1901 6th Avenue North, the 31st floor.
The 30, we at that top.
We at the top. With the city as our backdrop, and like I said before, I just want together as women, and we can grow and kind of uplift each other.
So
empowering.
The guys are asking too now, because I'm really like, what, can I go? Like, can I go? Is that a thing?
You can. I can. Honey, you uncomfortable? No, you won't, because it's a room full of women.
Right.
So you won't be uncomfortable. But if you can participate by donating. The donations.
So you'll take my money.
I would take it.
But I can't actively participate.
You can pay for somebody to go. You pay for one.
Yeah. Purchase a ticket for a young lady. We'd be happy to take her.
And the ladies from Vital will be in the building, being vital and supporting. So this is just really great. I'm very proud of you ladies for saying that we want to do something for the community that will also, like when you do things, you do them also thinking about how it's going to balance out, so that will bring people to me to help me help them.
Right.
It just works. It really just works. So hats off to you for doing that.
Thank you.
So Aletheia House is receiving some of the proceeds from this event, and I'm sure that people that are listening are more. They want to know more about what's happening there. They want to know more about what's happening everywhere. So your contact information again.
205-324-6502. Tiffany Jackson.
Okay. And then Catrice.
Okay. You said something earlier. I don't know if anybody really answered in the terms that I wanted to answer, but you asked what was the disconnect with HIV in our community.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we kind of run and we're afraid of things that we don't understand. And so this is just a perfect opportunity. I think that we have just advanced so far already, and so there's a lot of things. It used to be something that people just considered like a nasty person's disease, but nobody wanted to talk about it. It was swept up under the rug. So we're no longer sweeping it under the rug, and these ladies are bringing the education that we need in our community to understand it so that we can live happier lives.
I agree.
I mean, the reason why the my bad.
She said,
but I like blocking you, man. You throw too much shade. But go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man.
I did have one question though. One main question. So, can you tell us some locations where you can go and get tested in Birmingham?
Yeah. Yes. That is most importantly. We're talking about prevention, but we always want to talk about how to get to the source of it. You can visit several places: AIDS Alabama, the 1917 Clinic, Birmingham AIDS Outreach, and of course, Aletheia House. You can also go to Jefferson County Health Department.
Yeah. So you got options. It's not like it's not available. And then, like, I'm quite sure that you got a lot of information that you needed, and you saw how easy it was to do it here and at other events. Like, if you see an opportunity, and I always say if you see a free opportunity, take it. Because you don't want to get a doctor bill for something that you could have gotten for free.
Right.
All right, then. Okay, so, again, the contact information. I'm about to get.
Okay, purchase tickets on the Eventbrite. Just look up What a Girl Wants, and you can purchase your tickets there. $15 and $20 at the door. And also, you can go for more information about the event and the Aletheia House. I do have some tokens on the Candy Shop page where I promote, and also
What's your phone number?
Oh, area code 256. Got a Huntsville number.
Let's see.
256-288. 067.
Oh.
I don't call myself. I'm sorry. 256-288-4677. You can call
One more time. Say it again.
Area code 256-288-4677.
Okay.
And you can call and get more information about the event. I tell people to dress cute but comfortable. You know, it's still an event. You don't have to be formal. It's not a semi-formal. It's where I want you to come and enjoy yourself and be able to be comfortable. Because we're going to put some dancing shoes as well. Because we're going to dance too.
And the date again. I don't know if we've even said the date.
No, I don't think so. It's going to be this coming Saturday, July 29th at 7 o'clock p.m.
7 o'clock p.m. Y'all need to be in the place.
It's going to be fun.
I got time for 2 more. I see my ladies over here what?
I was asking about the location because I missed that earlier. So
Okay.
I guess you can.
Somebody else probably did
say
too.
that again.
It's the region.